Hey everyone, I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Today we are going to practice drawing and sketching people in different scenes. So I'm going to grab some photos of people walking in the street, sitting on a bench, and in just basically in different, I guess, situations in a city environment, and we are going to draw them loosely and quickly and without striving for perfection. This is just a really fun sketching session that I've been doing the past few days and I've really enjoyed it, so I wanted to share it with you. Grab whatever art supplies you have and draw along with me, but I invite you to join along with me. I'm going to flip the camera over and we are going to get started. Before we jump into the drawing, I wanted to show you some sketches that I did yesterday in this new sketchbook that I got. I did get some new art supplies. I will link to the video showing the new art supplies that I got. One of them was the sketchbook that I've been playing in, and I showed you these ones already, but yesterday, actually, I don't know if I showed you these ones. I have been playing with drawing people and scenery. This was really fun to do. This lady sitting at the table with some tea and apples and flowers. I really like all these colors, and this is the kind of thing that I want to practice today. So you can see it's not realism, it's just doodling and playing and adding your own elements to it. So I'm going to get the figures, we're going to draw them, but then we can add whatever we want to it. I did this one as well with the Stabilo woody colored pencil, woody crayons, and the Neocolors. And I'll show you. I did a whole bunch of sketches, not all of them turned out. This one I really enjoyed. I love how this one turned out. Playing with some mark making, and again, a lot of bold colors on the outside. I'm not really sure why, but I kind of really enjoy, hopefully you can see this, how her face turned out. The next one I did was this lady here. I really love her whole look. I love the whole photo, but trying to draw her was really hard. I'm not really sure. Oh, there she is again. I tried her again. I used a pencil that when you added water, it really got muddy. I'm going to go over this one again to add some highlights and more colors to it. And now I'm just really trying to map out figures here. Once I started drawing so much, I just started letting go and trying to draw shapes. And you can see there's a lady sitting on a bench and there's stuff going on in the background. I love how this one turned out. I want to do more like this. This was really fun. I think I might have one more. Let's see. Oh, I tried the lady again. I tried this lady so many times in so many different ways. I don't ever skin tone correct at all. But I was just trying to capture that orange color and her jewelry. For this drawing activity, I'm just going to be using my Artex sketchbook. I just really like the size of it, and I really like the paper. It can handle a lot. So I'm just going to use a colored pencil to sort of map this one out. I've already drawn this one before, but I really, really like this picture. Just grabbing a few different colored pencils to play around with, and let's see what we can do. Hopefully you guys can see this, but we've got a man sitting in a bench reading a paper, and I want to keep my pencil really loose. And remember, this isn't about perfection. I am gonna try to draw a line to where this guy's head is and where the girl is walking. And this is just my own process for mapping it out. I'm trying to just get his head in there. The key is to stay loose, and remember, this is not about perfection. I'm going to sort of try to get his head mapped in a bit more, get that hair in there. And this is just loose. And the bench. And the bench comes down farther than where you see because there's these little lines from the bench that he's sitting on. And I like the way this bench sort of comes out of something on the side there. I can't see what it is, but it's... And then this lady is here, and I'm going to try to map her in. And I could see her head is up higher. Her hand is right about here. And I might use a blue pencil to map her in just to spice it up a bit. So now that I have the scene mapped in, I want to try coloring it and see if I can sort of bring it to life in my own way. But the purpose was just to practice sketching people and maybe practice a little bit of perspective too, but it's a loose sketching, not worrying about having everything exactly, you know, as you see it. It's just practicing. So let's see how it works to color this in. This is the final drawing. I really like how it turned out. It's probably the third time I tried to draw this. The second time was this one, which I actually really like the scratchy marks and all the white space in this drawing. I also like the way I drew his head better, but I do like the way I drew the lady and her jacket better on this one. I even might like the way I have him sitting on the bench. That was super fun. Let's give another try and see if we can do one more. Okay, the next one is a couple standing on the road. This one's a black and white one, but I really like the shapes of it. So let's see how we do with this one. I'm just gonna grab another colored pencil and see what I can do. And I've kind of had fun just sort of drawing a line for where I think one thing should be and maybe map this guy's hat out. And I want to stay loose and messy. Get his ear in there. And we know he's looking down. And I see his nose. I probably don't have his head long enough. I'm going to try that again. When I color it in, it'll probably look different, but I'm going to put like the marks there. And I know I have this off because I could tell that in the photo, his chin comes out further, like his side of his face comes out a bit more. And this part comes here. It's kind of just his tie is crooked. So I didn't quite get it, but I do like this so far. So I'm going to leave it as is. And this is the kind of thing you could practice drawing over and over. So I've got his sort of hat maybe shaped incorrectly, but again, we're trying to stay loose and stick to our own unique style of doing things, but also improving at the same time. I definitely like this. What I'm gonna do now is draw the lady, and I could tell her head is somewhere here. Like the top of her head probably comes right about here, and her shoulder is right here. So I'm just going to sort of map in the shoulder area and maybe the neck area and see if I can. Now I'm going to try to draw like almost like a square shape and then get her face in from there. And again, I'm not aiming for perfection, but I am trying to capture a likeness in my own style of this couple. And I'm putting earrings because I think she has earrings and it's hard to see. Her lips are obviously not the right size, but we're going to leave it for now. Now, even if you have the face shape wrong, which I clearly have, her nose and her mouth are not right, I am going to keep going because I can make adjustments as I go. Once I added the glasses, I feel like it sort of looks a bit better. But it's just, I'm going to do something here because this picture cuts off, but I'm going to put a jacket on her. And I actually really like how this turned out. Now his hat has some checks on it, like there's a pattern on it. And I'm honestly not sure how much I want to color this in. I really kind of like how I captured the likeness of this couple. It is a black and white photo. There's stuff behind them, but I think let's see what I can do with respect to coloring it in. This is the final drawing. I like it. I feel like I probably could have done her better. I love what I did here with this guy. This is colored pencil that I accidentally put in water, but it got nice and smudgy, so I really like that. And maybe this color could have been different. I'm definitely going to draw this one again. Sometimes when I find good photos to draw, I will draw them over and over and over again until I feel like I really like it. Like this one, I'll draw again, as well as this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. That's all I have time for today in our sketching session. I hope to see you all the next time. Thank you so much for watching and happy sketching.